Hey everyone, we're looking at a quest battle for Malekith the Witch King. It's called Destroyer. The Aesir led by Tyrion have foolishly blocked the Witch King's path to the volcano and his objective, the Shrine of Vol. They are not alone, however, as scouts report that Teclis has arrived to support his brother. Taking advantage of the situation, Malekith orders his expendable vanguard to take the brunt of Tyrion's army, pinning down the enemy and paving the way for victory. Here we go now. We're getting into the battle. It's a quest battle that I had the privilege to play at a Warhammer 2 event hosted by CA. The gameplay is all over, let me tell you. We had to learn immediately as playing, so it will not be the best gameplay in the world, but it's actually pretty cool. The overall campaign, the overall quest battles too that we got to play. Let's go to begin right now.
Herds of Aesir clog the path to Vol's petty shrine. Sweep them aside, my kin. Let the king approach the god and have the god kneel. Send forth the vanguard. Have them prepare my way. Vol will deign to bless my sword. He will marvel at my creation. Or I will destroy all of his.
And now we're in the battle. I try my best to look quickly at each individual unit where I can to show you all of them. Teclis is skulking about somewhere, crushes weak Lordling's army before he chooses to show himself. And here we go. We have a variety of units. I try to show you them in a cinematic view. And then later, I think I just try to look at them where you can see the unit cards. Like there we have Cold One Knights who look incredibly cool. And here's our Witch Kings who are, not Witch Kings, but Witch Elves who are terrifying. They have abs and they make me feel bad. And so I'm going to go probably to the gym afterwards and sob bitterly or something. I don't know. Yeah, we saw the Hydra. We're going to be looking at Executioners, Corsairs, everything, the whole lot of it. I do like purple quite a bit, so the Dark Elf army is one of my favorite armies to just look at. And here we have Malekith the Witch King, who looks intimidating and imposing, and it looks like his mouth is looking right at us, just kind of giving us a coy glance going, I'm not too sure about you. You're kind of, I don't know. The unit cards are beautiful. The units are horrendous to look at. And now we're getting ready to go fight the actual battle. We have our Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. We're going to move up now. I'm using my arrow keys to move up, a little hotkey tip. We have our Dark Shards that have shields. We have our War Hydra. And you can look at each individual stat here for them. We have Harpies too that get to fight for us. Harpies are just pretty nasty. They just want to get in there and tear people up. Harp on people. Cold One Knights that have 90 armor. It's a high amount of armor. They're very quick too. Witch Elves who can just destroy people completely. And I just want to look at them again, show you them. I don't know if I have a erection or not. It's probably one out of fear. Yeah, like you don't have a choice. But no, they are actually very cool on a serious note, and I do like them. I'm very picky about my Dark Elf presentations, and they actually got the overall theme down quite well. And there's that War Hydra, man. Look at all the spells that Malekith has, and these are all new spells, and it really was imposing to look at. I was like, oh man, look at how much he has to offer. And to let you know, it's still in a preview state, so there could be a few graphical, glitches or whatever. Yeah, right now we have our Vanguard up there. If I had more time, I would have taken more time to look at their battle before actually getting into my own fight. But I'm trying to get them up into the battle right now. Getting ready to go beat some fools down. Oh yeah, the Vanguard is not his own army. Like, you're not actually commanding them. They're just going up there to die for you. That way you can get in and fight. A lot of the actual quest battles are incredibly hard if you play with the default army. Well, if you play on very hard. If you play on like on hard or normal, it's really not as bad. You can get a very enjoyable experience to try them out. I'll probably have to do that. Usually it takes me a few attempts to actually figure out how to beat a quest battle with a default army they give you. Some of them are insane, but this one was actually pretty tame. Yeah, Teclis, I see you down there. I'm not happy about Tyrion coming to play eventually. Oh wait, no, it's actually Tyrion and it'll be Teclis coming out to play. There we go. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to use some spell casting. You can look at the spell effects. Here comes my War Hydra. I'm wanting to look at that too. the spell effects that are added for Malekith are incredibly beautiful to look at. They are gorgeous. Alright, now I'm just trying to get everyone in. Again, I'm having to like look at every unit live. I didn't really have time. We had a time limit on how long we could record and how much we could record. And so I just had to be in a rush the entire time. I couldn't actually take my time. And there we have some nasty old spellcasting going on. I'm trying to use whatever I can to target my enemies, trying to break them completely. That way we can handle the next army that comes by. Which will be here eventually. I'm having all my archers focus on one target at a time. Yeah, there will be friendly fire, but I'm a dark elf. I don't care. I'm just here to win and kill. We're not as senseless about our own units' deaths in battle. Not like some people, Skaven. But, or not people, but Ratman people. Yeah, the entire idea behind the Dark Elves is that they're really a hedonistic society based on debauchery, power, intrigue, and all of that. Imagine a Game of Thrones intrigue, but cranked to the 10. If you want any type of good books to give you a good insight into the society of the Dark Elves, it would be the Mal's Darkblade books by Dan Abnett. Incredible books. I love them. He's really a wretched anti-hero, where whenever you see a good guy, you're like, oh no. Oh no. I feel bad for you, but I also love Mal's Darkblade. Alright. So now we're pushing in. Executioners are one of my favorite units for the Dark Elves, and they look horrifying. Beautifully horrifying. And here comes Teclis right now, and there's a Phoenix coming in that you can see in the corner. I'm trying to get my units together, that way we can get ready to fight. When I actually get into the gameplay and I just begin to go after things, I could do a much better job, but again, I was just in awe of what I was seeing, what I was having to fight with. I'm trying to get the entire army ready to go fight another enemy. I might pause at a few points to go over stats, just to kind of show you what's going on, or we might actually go back into the video to where I could show you that. Illyrian Reavers. Yeah, each kingdom of the High Elves, they tend to have their own specialization. So Illyria has Illyrian Reavers, and they're quick and they're very effective in battle. They're not meant to be like a heavy cav. Okay. Now we're targeting enemies. The Reavers, again, I'm trying to focus on. I feel like we have more than enough to beat them. There's a lot of archers back there. I'm going to try to have my Witch King get over there eventually. There's my Hydra still fighting. I wanted to kind of show you that. What that Hydra's like. Dripping venom from its mouth. Right, it's poison you ingest, venom you inject. Always got to keep that in mind. At least I believe that's how it works, right? Or did I have it mixed up? You know what? I woke up a bit ago. I'm not going to worry about it. If I'm wrong with the law of the internet, someone will let me know why I'm wrong and how I'm wrong, and that's how it works. Okay. Had a nice spell going right through them. Here comes Malekith right now, heading right towards the archer group. The Lothern Sea Guard. Look at all the bodies on the battlefield already. That was a very quick fight. They went into it. People died. Elves died. No one's a winner today. Well, besides the Witch King. He's always a winner. There's that Phoenix who I'm about to check out right now. Beautifully animated. There's so many visual effects going on for them. Yeah, I guess I didn't actually see that that was meant to be cast upon an ally. Right now I'm trying to push on the last units of my enemies. We're going after Teclis right now, who's a very powerful spellcaster, the most powerful in the world, one might say, outside of Nagash, and I think he might actually be maybe second tier in that case. I can't remember anyone else who might be as powerful. So High Elf Magic, they have the mastery of every wind of magic, whereas humans can only master one type at a time. That's how strong they are. There goes Malekith. Yeah, they're flanking my archers just a bit, or they were momentarily, but they didn't have the leadership to stay in the fight. Oh yeah, here's a huge thing too for the Dark Elves. It's called Murderous Prowess, a unit ability. Slaughter. There's no greater glorification of Cain, the god of murder, and no more popular form of worship amongst the Dark Elves. It is through killing that Dark Elves rise above other beings. Once engulfed in enough bloodshed, they will often feel their murderous prowess increase, as if Cain himself was guiding the blades of his disciples. And so you get a huge bonus in battle, plus 25, a quarter of your melee attack goes up. Your leadership goes up by 15. A quarter of your charge bonus goes up. 20% for armor-piercing missile damage, and 30% to vigor. And that is the bar that you see on the top there, and that's a unique mechanic for the Dark Elves. The more you kill, the more it fills up. That's really just how that works. So now you know about how the Dark Elves work. And hey, Teclis, how's it going? I like his outfit. Very fancy. The Phoenix Guard was right there. Okay, let's go back real quick and look at a few things maybe. I just want to try to find a few unit cards if I can. Just here and there. Yeah, the War Hydra. Let's go look at that. So we're looking at 50 armor, 73 leadership, melee attack 52, which is fairly good. A lot of the strength coming from its sheer size, attack animations. It's got a fire breath too, which I did not get a chance to really use. Maybe I did. I think I may have used it once or twice. And it's a very imposing creature, able to just kind of get in there, regenerate, and keep in the fight for a long time. But look at the overall variety. We have Corsairs, which are a lighter form of infantry, who are able to move quickly and flank your foes. We have Executioners. We have everything that you need to pin down your foes. We have Dark Shields with their shields, and they have their range weapons too, like their repeater crossbows. We have the Witch Elves, the Cold Ones, more repeater crossbows, and Harpies. So that's what we're looking at right now. If there is a bigger roster, I'm not sure what else they have in here. Not yet. I didn't get a chance to play them in the campaign. I got to play them here. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video. I think it was very cool. And leave a like down below if you would like to see another quest battle for the Skaven. And anyway, as always, until then.